China's president now on day 2 of his trip to Moscow. Xi Jinping cozying up to Russian President Vladimir Putin. The pair signing a series of documents aimed at, quote, strategic cooperation as China looks to be a mediator between Russia and Ukraine. Meantime, in a sign of the divisions in Northeast Asia, Japan's prime minister making a surprise visit to Kyiv today. That trip marking his first visit with Volodymyr Zelensky amid this ongoing invasion. Correspondent Kelly Meyer is live in Washington. Kelly, China and Japan playing a bit of chess here.
Yeah, Nicole, dueling meetings and a show of support for Ukraine on behalf of Japan, all while Xi and Putin seal their partnership. Not to mention the Chinese leader is planning to reach out to Zelensky himself in the coming days. But one Ukrainian official telling NewsNation today, it's actions, not words, that matter. Day 2 of Chinese leader Xi Jinping's visit to Russia. On the table in 3 hours of formal talks, expanding Russian shipments of natural gas to China, a lifeline for Russia as it struggles under the weight of international sanctions, and a Chinese proposal for peace talks and a ceasefire in the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian officials doubtful there is any plan for peace.
But you know, in diplomacy, what really matters are gestures, actions.
This as the leader of another East Asian power, Japanese Prime Minister Kishida, is in Ukraine. Today laying a wreath in the town of Bucha, site of last year's suspected massacre of some 400 Ukrainians at the hands of Russian forces. Today, the U.S. speeding up the delivery of critical weapons to Ukraine, sending 31 older refurbished models of the promised Abrams tanks. The newer version was expected to take up to a year to get into the country, now expected to arrive by the fall. And in Oklahoma, dozens of Ukrainian troops training on Patriot defense systems set to wrap up their time at Fort Sill in the coming days. Today, the Pentagon tight-lipped on when the Patriot systems may arrive.
We're confident that we'll be able to get the Patriots there on a expedited timeline. I'll just leave it at that.
And more questions today over whether Russia is asking China behind the scenes for military support to continue its invasion. The U.S. threatening consequences should China provide lethal aid. The Ukrainian official we spoke with saying fear of sanctions is the only deterrence for China, though there is concern, they say, that China is already shipping it through other countries first, like Iran or North Korea. Nicole.
Yeah, it's a real concern. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.